Hey everybody, it's Good Time Gal. I know. So today is National Eggs Benedict Day. It is. But I have decided I do have a wonderful traditional Eggs Benedict recipe on my blog, goodtimegal.blog or goodtimegal.com. But today, since we're doing our Easter edition on YouTube, I wanted to do a little backtracking. A couple of weeks ago, it was National Twinkie Day. And on my blog, Good Time Gal, I went ahead and gave you guys this really great homemade Twinkie recipe. And I thought, why not add it to the Easter edition? Because guess what? Kids love Twinkies, and when they're homemade, they just give you so much more love. It gives you that nostalgia of going to your childhood. I don't know about you, but I love to experience holidays with my children, the same holidays, so that I can see that counterpoint of recognition, that counterpoint of joy and nostalgia, and I just love it. So all the kitchen ruckus aside, today I'm going to teach you guys how to make some homemade Twinkies. I hope that you're enjoying this Easter edition. This is just helping us get into the holiday spirit, and I hope that's what you guys are doing by watching this. This is an equitable, easy, affordable recipe. You can follow along on my blog because I have not changed anything. This is still the same recipe, but I will read the ingredients, okay? So for the Twinkie batter, you're going to need a cup of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 large eggs, 1/4 a cup of milk, a 1/4 a cup of neutral oil like canola or vegetable, and you're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For the cream filling, we're going to do half a cup of unsalted butter, which is a stick or any plant-based butter that you like, a cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of milk or a plant-based alternative of your choice. Told you, super easy, super equitable, super fun, and that's what I want Easter to be for us. I want us to worry about our families and friends and not about the money, right? So let's get started. We have preheated our oven to 350. We either need a cupcake pan or a loaf pan, or you can use foil lined with parchment to make little boats. I am going to use a cupcake pan and probably a loaf pan because I don't have any foil at the moment, and that just happens. I use foil like crazy and I just forgot to get it. So we're just gonna keep moving. So now that we're there, we're going to have 2 separate bowls. So in the large bowl, we're going to put our flour, our sugar, and our salt. And I'm following along because I want to make sure I do this right because I haven't made these Twinkies in forever. And then we're going to add our baking powder. And then I'm going to just mix, I'm just going to whisk it together, whisk it around. In this separate bowl, I'm going to mix the wet ingredients. So the eggs, the oil, the vanilla, and the milk. The trick is not to overmix because you want this to be fluffy, but you don't want it to be too crazy. So I'm gonna blend this very nicely. As you can see, it's blended well. And then we just mix. But we're not gonna over mix, okay? We're not over mixing. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of turns. Just wanna make sure that the ingredients are incorporated. I'm gonna do one more turn because I see a little flour. And that's our Twinkie mix. Yeah, we're doing it. All right, so we have greased our pan and we have chosen the muffin. And the reason I chose this is because I think it'll give me a deeper fill. So I'm going to invert these once they're done. So we're gonna put these in the oven at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes. I have a gas stove, so I'm going to check it at the 12-minute time. And then if it's not done, then I will give it that additional cook. But I'm gonna use a toothpick to stick in to make sure that it's clean. If it is, we take it out, we cool it, and we add the frosting. It is time to make the frosting. This is gonna go fast. Let's do it. So we're gonna need a stick of softened butter. And as you can see, I'm squishing mine to make sure that it's soft. And it's pretty soft. Powdered sugar. A teaspoon of vanilla. One, two. I'm sorry, milk, not eggs. like it. I'm gonna put my frosting in the Ziploc bag. And my Twinkies are done in time. Right. We made it. We made it. So these are our Twinkies. Yes. So I filled them up a little too much. So now I'm going to make Twinkie balls. I know. Creative. And that's what you have to do in cooking. You have to pivot, right? I guess this is what this episode is about. This episode is about making the right choice for yourself in that right moment and not panicking. Easter is a wonderful time, and I'm gonna say this. There have been so many times, I'm sure you've watched me worry about plating and saying, oh my goodness, it has to be perfect. But that's just me. The truth is, no one likes my perfectionism. No one in my family likes it, because the truth is, it's good either way, right? So that's how you have to look at it. You just have to stay calm, you pivot, and you move forward, right? Like a bike, we keep moving forward. There's our timer. And we got them just in time. So now, like I told you when we started, the tops become the bottom and the bottoms become the top. And look at that. It's a nice, and it's soft too. It's really soft. Yeah, so it's a Twinkie. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill them with that great buttercream frosting we just made. And look how lovely that looks. That's gonna be some really good frosting. And I should use it all, because if I don't, one of my children will eat it in the middle of the night like a raccoon. It's true. I caught one of them eating that lemon icebox pie at like 2 in the morning. I know. And why did I know? Well, because I wanted to eat the lemon icebox pie as well. We was all trying to get that pie, y'all. Okay. I was like, what are you doing up? And they're like, what are you? It was like the Spider-Man meme where we're both pointing at each other. Like, yeah. And then we split the cake and we kept going. All right. I'm going to make sure you can see it. And what I'm doing is I just use a Ziploc bag. So now I'm just going to cut a corner out of it, just a little bit. I like to use a butter knife, this end to poke, because it's going to give me that, what I want. So I'm just going to do that, do that, do that. Okay. These are my Twinkie Easter eggs. I think people will love them. They look like little eggs. I just like to twist so I can make sure that the icing, I'm just gonna use it, and then, yep, Yeah, we did Twinkie balls. So now let's see. I kind of want to just keep going. And then I'm just filling them, and then I flip them. That one came out a little too much. But that's what we're doing. We're just filling it. I'm gonna seal it and then turn it. And then I just want to make sure that where I'm filling it, it has room to go. It does, so I'm going to fill it and then turn it over. There we go. It doesn't look like it's doing it, but it is. It's because they're so flat, but they are being filled. I don't want you guys to be like, she's just being weird. No, they're getting filled. I can feel it. That's why I opened that one. I wanted to make sure. I'm like, I don't want to be just doing some stuff. And then my bag is rupturing as well. But we're done. So that's awesome. So let's plate. You know, I'm gonna do 1, 2, $3. The first. And the second. We did it. So I think I'm going to title this one Twinkie Easter Eggs. Yeah. Or I may just title it Twinkie. It's up to you guys. But I have had so much fun doing this. This was my second time making them. And I decided to get a little out there and do my own little twist to it. That frosting is delicious. And I hope that you do the same. I hope that when you make your own Twinkies, you make them however you want. If you want to make them into loaves, if you want to make them look exactly like those Twinkies, that is totally fine. But from my kitchen to yours, I want you to have a happy Easter. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and having some fun making our Twinkies. Whatever shape, size you choose, totally up to you, as long as it's bringing that nostalgic fun back and those wonderful Easter memories. If you have enjoyed this, please click the like, share, or subscribe button. Please check out my channel description for more cooking aids. And if you are having any kind of get-togethers for the holidays, please feel free to purchase my Good Time for the Holidays. It is available on Amazon. Happy cooking!